Okay, I'm back. Last time we started making our way through a collar. Now we're going to continue making our way through a collar. I upgraded everything at the second ferry that we possibly could have, except for the one thing, because I wanted to show what the new, because for every tier you upgrade armor, there's a different animation for it, so I figured, okay, I'll show that once. I forgot about that. The first time they just kind of blow on you, which is weird, but at least it's, you know, there's an essence of magic to it. Yes, please. They give you a second-hand kiss, kind of, sort of. Oh. There we go. Thank you, Mija. Bye-bye. Great fairies are something else. Yeah, no, I don't think... It does not seem like anything... It doesn't seem like anything got, like, a new ability of any kind. Like, the Zora armor does the same things. Can't upgrade this one yet. So, that means actually this chest piece is now just stronger. So, we're gonna be wearing this, I guess. Rocking that for a bit. This already had stealth up. This already had climb speed up. And then, even though I upgraded this one a second time, this also didn't get anything new. We have our defense is looking pretty freaking good now, though, I will say. It's gotta be said. This already had shock resistance. Yeah, nothing has got, even though it's weird, they go out of their way to mention, oh hey, leveling things up to level 2, like an armor set will have an ability of some sort, but then I don't know, you don't get to see that reflected in anything yet. Oh well. Guess this is what we're rocking. We look like a freak. Okay. Let's do it. Let's go. Today we're gonna be heading over to Kapora. Not Kapora. What? Robbie. Sorry, I saw Kapora. I saw the name Kapora pass on the thing. But first things first, there's some Korok seeds, and if you can hear that jingling, there's a shrine nearby too. So we're gonna hit that up. And of course it starts raining. It starts raining the moment I try to climb a wall. Oh. Oh, wait a minute, look. Climbing jump stamina up. Oh, it's if you have... Oh, I understand. When you level things up to level 2, they have a... There's a set bonus if you equip all 3 pieces. But they have to already have an ability? Does that mean the Wind Waker, like the different Link's tunic sets, aren't gonna have any abilities? That seems like kind of a shame. Swim dash stamina up, okay. Night speed up. That's cool. We just get to go faster at night? Interesting. Okay. But that's super freaking cool then. Climbing jump. Okay, so basically what this says is, hey, having a full set equipped is already giving you a boost. Now that you've leveled it up to a second tier, it's even more of a boost. That's pretty freaking good. Oh, that's considerably less stamina from jumping. Yeah, that's so much less stamina from jumping. That's crazy. Okay. When will it stop raining? Man, I'll be happy when we're like at Death Mountain. Death Mountain and the desert where it just doesn't rain at all. I feel like we move faster too. I feel like we're moving even faster than before. That's crazy. Nope, don't need a shock arrow for that. Boop. Man, your boy could use a bit of a snack. I got some taquitos. Could put some taquitos in the oven, maybe. All I had today was, well, I had a granola bar and a banana for breakfast. I had turkey, a pretty big turkey sub with some fries for lunch, which should have been more than enough, no? Apple for the apple gremlins. Do they just want apples? I think they make the Koroks always want apples because to make sure that you always have what they want. Because I mean, there's apples everywhere. I did find you, buddy. We all find each other. Okay. Dehesho. Dehesho. Let's see what we got. I'm debating whether or not I want to stream or just play. Is this a combat? Minor test of strength. Cool. Or just play through Resident Evil 4. I feel like I kind of want to stream it. I think that'd be fun. Probably wouldn't, like, look at chat or anything like that. Not that I would imagine I'd have a chat to look at, but... Either way, capturing that experience in some way or another, to me, sounds cool. Wait, no. There we go. My giant wooden mallet. You know what? I mean, with like a full set... Wait, does the knight armor, though, give me like a boost of any kind? No, it's just higher. The boost is the fact that it has like high defense. I'm just gonna... I kind of like just kept a single armor set on for most of my run in in my previous playthrough. I didn't switch around that often, but I think switching around's pretty worth it. Oh, ooh. Heck yeah, with freaking durability up. Don't mind if I do. That's pretty good. Look at me frolic. What we got? Dang. I'm getting a lot of those, which is pretty good, because I don't think I really ran into anything like... I mean, the Guardians over by Hyrule Field sometimes dropped them, I think? Thank you kindly. Okay. Boop. Boop. Got that done. Okay, I think with that... Yeah, I think... With that, we're good to carry on. I mean, it's just a straight shot with seemingly not much in between us and Robbie's place, to be completely honest. Oh wait, was this Zekasha? Did I mark this off? I didn't mark this off. Boop. There we go. Okay. Would being over here be better? Yeah, actually it would, because there's more stuff to do along this path than the path that we're currently on. If I went on the path we're currently on and we're just gonna beeline it straight there, and it doesn't seem like there's literally anything for us. We could get a horse. Although, I mean, when we get a horse, at least right now, there's not large portions of land that we're going to be traveling through without constantly getting off our horse over and over again. So I think we're going to skip it. Skip it for now. That lady still wants thunder downers. But gosh dang it, ma'am. I don't know where to get no thunder downers. There's a Korok right here. There's a... Dang, we can zoom in real far. Korok right here. Oh yeah, three trees lined up. Gee, I wonder. Korok right there. This place is called Shadow Pass. That kind of frightens me to my core. Oh, it's probably enemy encampment, huh? I think Akala's a nice region. I'm kind of tired of regions where it just spontaneously rains, because it feels like it's raining all the time. And I swear the game's out to get us. It starts... It's not just me. It really does just start raining the moment you try to do something. Try to do anything. Now, if I could get armor that just increases my movement speed, period. Oh. Afraid it'd be a sparkly one because it would be harder to locate. Gotcha, you wee bastard. Okay. Okay, not going to Shadow Pass just yet. Why is it called Shadow Pass? This is like a very pleasant looking... A very pleasant looking autumn forest. So is this whole region just like eternally autumn? Like autumn all year round? Because that'd be kind of cool. something real quick. I wouldn't do this to you guys if you just quit. If you just give up. Oh. We just came from Calamity Ridge, now we're going to Olwe Mountain. Can't believe they literally named all this stuff. I mean, I guess that's what you do when you make an open world game, right? You all sit down and start making up just random nonsense words and say, yeah, that's a place. I think that's a place for a game, sure. There's not much to Akala region. There's kind of like a lot of hills. There's a fortress. I mean, the fortress around... Oh, another stable though. The fortress around the tower for Akala is pretty cool, I will say. If I shoot the apples off of every tree, does it just count? I'm genuinely curious. Like, cause I mean, they'll all be the same. Probably not. I'd imagine that if you mess up on those ones, you have to like leave and come back. Which sounds not amazing. Getting that travel medallion is actually going to be pretty clutch, I think. I'm going to keep clearing my throat so much. Half the time it's involuntary. At least one's black or blue. Blue. Oh, the more stamina. Oh. No. It takes so long. Oh my gosh. I refuse. I refuse to have this one guy shoot me 3 times with bomb arrows and use Mifa's Grace. I know I keep safe scumming to keep Mifa's Grace, and it's like, well, when are you going to use it then? I don't want to use it to some random Joe Blow who decided that he gets to have bomb arrows too. The fact that I can't, oh man, that second swing animation is so long. That's the real problem. That's what got me freaking killed. Was the Akala region a place I was supposed to go to, like, soon after Kakariko Village? Oh no, not Hateno Village? Because like so far, well, no, because they were Black Lizalfos. I don't know, it seems like every area of the map has places that are like high level and low level areas and challenges, it seems. Which is probably a good plan. That way, no matter where you go, you know, you can always sort of... No matter where you go, you always got some, you always got something you can do. Granted, I don't know, I mean, I feel like it should be pretty... What? Oh, cause a freaking bat? Where did you guys come from? Oh, do I need to take pictures of different bundles of arrows, or are they all just arrows? These bows are sparkling, but I feel like I've already got plenty, right? Now my weapons. I've got a lot of weapons that are running out of juice. It's kind of bumming me out. Okay, I need to go this way. Now, when you say... I don't think I managed to get things this much armor all upgraded all at once like this. Which is weird, because I feel like materials just appear in your bag half the time when you play this game. Pretty soon, I'm gonna be out of all the really, really cool weapons that I've been stocking up. What a shame. A lot of meat. There should be a Korok. Oh, around this way. Let me see here. Where is it exactly? In between these trees? Is it at the top of this tree? Wow, that's a big stamina save on the jumps. That's kind of crazy. Oh. There's some travelers. I want to make new friends. Oh, no, not you guys, though. I don't want to be friends with you guys. Ow. Why? Man, you guys' arms suck. Imagine, man, how do you take that? Like, oh man, you guys' arms suck as clubs. You know that? Like, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know what this. I lost new friends. All I wanted was some new friends. Oh, that's what that is? This is the Spring of Power. Interesting. Well, I mean, we gotta jump down here, right? I don't know if it's on this ledge or below this ledge, but... Let's see here. The Odorak Quarry is what the quarry says to me, like gems. Maybe not, but maybe. But maybe not, but... Maybe. Aw, man. I wanted a nice, fun quarry where I could go get a bunch of gemstones, and there's just robots. Robots as far as the eye can see. You know, robots, you usually kind of suck, but this really takes the cake. I think the middle one? I think... Okay. I gave it the old college try. Oh, the middle one. The other middle one, I mean. Nice. I did find you, buddy. Man, if they put another, like, 1 million Korok seeds in Tears of the Kingdom, I'm gonna be really good at spotting them. Please don't do Korok seeds again. If I'm gonna I'm gonna scream if Tears of the Kingdom starts up and and you know you're in the first opening area and you pick up a rock and there's a croc there. Don't do it, man. I get it, I get it. I know how they're going to explain how you get set back to level 1. Link gets screwed up, probably cursed, it seems like, by the big bad underneath Hyrule Castle, who may or may not be past Link from 10,000 years ago. I hope it is. I hope it is. Please. Please be that. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Right? Think about this. Ouroboros, symbology. Zelda games are all about cycles. Link and Ganondorf are caught in this endless cycle that has taken them to a point, right? They're stuck in a cycle that has taken them to a point where they is it like a mirror sort of thing going on? No. Is it like, huh, really? Do they even look the same? Anyways, it's like what we talked about a couple episodes ago. I don't remember because I've been recording multiple episodes. I think 2 episodes ago now. But Link and Ganondorf caught in this cycle, right? Doesn't look like much of a quarry. Where are the rocks? Where are the mineable bits? I don't like this at all. Oh, hold on. You know what? Night bonus. Look how fast I am. Mr. Sandman. Give me a dream. Send me a dream. Give me a dream. Give me some cream. Ugh. I don't think it's that one. You know what? Bap. Oh. Oh, I can just walk through? Just my gut reaction when I see dried leaves is to light them on fire, which is probably a problem. Oh, is this a memory? Didn't even know. I'm gonna pause on the rant. But think about cycles.
I come seeking help regarding this power that has been handed down over time. Prayer will awaken my power to seal Ganon away. Or so I've been told all my life. And yet, Grandmother heard them, the voices from the spirit realm. And Mother said her own power would develop within me. But I don't hear or feel anything. Father has told me time and time again. He always says, quit wasting your time playing at being a scholar. Curse you. I've spent every day of my life dedicated to praying. I've pleaded to the spirits tied to the ancient gods. And still the holy powers have proven deaf to my devotion. Please, just tell me. What is it? What's wrong with me?
is what I think this game is going to do with cycles. Because this game, Breath of the Wild, is a cycle that broke. It's a cycle that finally started to break. In the end of this game, it will be restored. Everything will play out the same. Don't be mistaken. Everything will play out the same as always. We will save the princess. We will defeat Ganondorf. And we will defeat Ganon, rather. He will get sealed away. But the way it happens has changed, though, right? What happens when your cycle starts to break, when it starts to run so thin? If you're wondering why I'm running around, I'm looking for a Korok seed. And I cannot find him. Is there... I'm confused. Am I supposed to drop down onto something? What does love got to do with it? Oh, it's right. Oh, it's right here. It's on the second level. I thought it was over by trees. I understand. Calamity Ganon, in this form that he's taken, somehow knew a way to defeat everybody. He definitively defeated everybody. And one of the reasons he was able to do that you have done well to find the spring. Offer Dinral's Dinral, okay. Dinral's scale, received from the red spirit to the spring of power. I, Goddess Hylia, will guide you. We have a scale from him. No. Yes? No. No. No, we don't. Because... we have... oh... wait, we've seen Farosh? Oh, we haven't seen the red one. I thought we haven't seen the yellow one. Where was Farosh? Oh, Farosh! I'm so dumb. Farosh is the one that is over here. He appears in this one. Oh wait, so we can go get Farosh's stuff and upgrade the last two things we have. Well wait, well then we should do that. Right? Like, we should definitely do that, because we can't get to the shrine here otherwise. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, no. We need a different dragon, who is guarantee is over by Death Mountain. Probably if we jump on top of these ridges, we could probably get to it. But okay, Spring of Power marked. Okay, well then you know what? I am gonna go farm... I'm gonna farm this guy then. I'm gonna farm Farosh, because what do we need? We need... I think we need a scale and a horn. We somehow managed to get a fang. But we need a scale and a horn. Scale and a horn or claw and a horn? You know, I'll probably just get a bunch of stuff from him. We have the Phrenic bow, so it'll be easier for sure. Anyways, what was I saying before I start to farm this lad for a bit? One of the reasons Ganon was able to win, not only because he manipulated the robots, the Divine Beasts and the Guardians, but because also, and very importantly, Zelda was never able to unlock her sacred power, the power of sealing. She says she doesn't hear the voices of the people of the spirit realm. She doesn't hear them. It's... again, it's a Zelda game where the cycle that we've been going through time and time again is starting to get stretched thin. It's starting to break. It's about to snap. The players are not in their proper places anymore. In the next game that's coming up, the Master Sword is going to be broken for the first time in Zelda history, I think, right? We always, the Master Sword loses power, sure. But for it to break? For it to shatter? Like it's going to in the next game? That's unheard of. And that's what we have to anticipate. Which is why I think it would be so much more interesting if Calamity Ganon is just Calamity Ganon. But if the original Link, or whoever the hero was, from 10,000 years ago, if that is the guy who had to get sealed away at the bottom of Hyrule Castle because he got corrupted somehow through some means, I mean, my gosh. When you think about cycles, like the cycle will finally be broken because the person threatening the gods will be another Link. It will be Link on Link violence. I think that would be so much more interesting. I really, really hope that's the direction they go. I don't know if they will. But my gosh, do I hope that's what happens. Anyways, I'm gonna farm Faroche for a bit. I will see you in a moment. I'm also going to give Beetle a beetle. So a bit of catch you up. I only had Faroche's scale. I remembered. I was looking around. I was like, where are all these dragons? Why can't I find Faroche? Where do I gotta go to find Faroche? And I'm like, I really don't remember finding Faroche at all. But I have a scale, so that must have been the other dragon. I looked in all the wrong places, but ultimately, I realized, or I found out in the end that, like, no, I found Dinral. I have Nadra and Dinral. So what I did with Dinral is I got 2 scales, because I'm going to drop one in this spring. And then I got 1 of each other thing. And then for Nadra, I went over and I just got a piece of horn. Another piece of horn. We got a fang. Don't have any Nadra claws, but anywho. To drop this down here. Thank you kindly. Man, it's so sad though. It's like every other memory you see with Zelda is her just agony. Her pain and her sadness of feeling like she has failed. I will go for it. How dare you eat how dare you, God? But I mean, I think the fact that she goes as far as to say curse you, like to the gods themselves, that never happens. None of the main characters ever question the gods or ever speak against the gods in any sort of way. But like that's what makes this cycle is one that's like crumbling at the seams. When there is a Zelda who does not... Is this a... Oh, this is a test of strength. Oh, of course it is. Tutsuo Nema. Combat trial. A major test of strength. Of course it would be. We're in the Power Spring. Alright. Oh, wait. Let's wear some actual, gear, yeah? Now, you know what? Goofy helmet. Attack Greaves. Attack Greaves? Nah. You know what? We do it like that. Attack food. Oh, I've got plenty of attack food. Yeah, absolutely attack food. Let's save that, so we don't have to do any of that again. I love this getup for Link. I think he looks sick. Alright, buddy boy. You know, I do have... I'm not gonna use it. He just ate my juice, didn't he? Dang. No, I can't benefit from that for this guy. Easy peasy. There we go. I have a sword that has crit on it, don't I, though? I always press the wrong buttons. I do. Oh, that one was a little quicker. Jeez. Whoa. Don't do it, bud. Chill, let's just get rid of some weapons. Get some crits on this guy. What are we doing? Lasers? I want big weapon. Big weapon. Badly damaged, it didn't even hit anybody. Oh. I don't know how I get turned around like that. I have so many weapons at this point. Here we go, let's see if I get this. Oh, crud. Oh, Calamity. Nah, come on, I can do it. I believe in myself. There we go. Nice. Oh. A little rough there at the end. Little dodgy. If you notice though, beam attack didn't one-shot me. Wow, armor. Oh. So I figured I would have taken pictures of these. Oh, that's a new one. That's like a freaking phalanx shield. The output level of the shield has been boosted to maximum. Its combat capabilities surpass those of metallic shields. Can deflect laser beams. Wait, like it's just designed to deflect? Like you don't even have to parry them? And it can deflect with scout laser beams. Wow, that's pretty sick, actually. Oh, I learned a trick while looking stuff up. If you just do that, if you hold down whistling and then tap the sprint button, you can just run. I have to put my hands in a claw shape to get this, but you can just run forever. Like this. It's crazy. Oh, and a flame spear? Nice. Okay, I got all my weapons back. I look cool. I look pretty freaking cool, I gotta say. Oh, okay. That's good. Not bad. That was a fine little excursion. I have one of each kind of part for, well, I'm missing claws, but I know where Nadra is. She's easy enough to access. Sweet, okay. And we're one off from another heart. We are slowly, very slowly but surely making our way to getting the Master Sword. It's gonna take a second, but we're getting there. I think I really think that it being if it's the legendary hero and not Ganondorf, I think that'd be really cool. I think that would have a lot of neat. I mean, and then have the whole thing be raging against fate, you know? Because I mean, what is Tears of the Kingdom? It's not a normal Zelda game. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is just gonna be Link, Zelda, and Ganon once more in this. But even if it is Ganondorf, right? You can do so much more with this setup. Because this game already showed that like Destiny and Fate are breaking at the seams. The cycle is breaking at the seams. It's like Demise is coming back at this point. It's not even Demise inhabiting or living through another vessel. It's just malice. It's just anger. It's just a force of nature. Why isn't that just Demise again? Trying to break free of this cycle. He created this cycle, and he's still failing in it time and time again. He has successes, but then eventually he always comes around to failing again. And I think, you know, on the topic of Links and Ganondorfs, I think it's interesting that like Ganondorf's curse. He's cursed with power. He's cursed with a demon inside of him. Him even wielding a Triforce is a curse in a way. It's so interesting because like you go to Ocarina of Time and he swears he'll be back. He comes back in Wind Waker and the gods drown the land he tries to claim. He tries to bring the land back, and the gods drown it again. And then at that point he just rages. He just wants to kill everybody. But what's interesting is that Ganondorf is a Ganondorf that won one time when he was resurrected. The Ganondorf in Twilight Princess is a Ganondorf who had lost. He had lost his respective battle. In the Child Link timeline, he had lost. He was executed successfully. He got out in the end. Well, semi-successfully. Executed. Again, dark stuff. Healing royal family? Executing people in the middle of the desert? Scary. It's scary. It's scary out here, man. I want that. Bring up more. Bring back talking about the fact that the Hylian royal. I mean, that they don't really shy away from it. I feel like every Zelda game has a moment where they're like, yeah, and then the Hylian family led a war that killed millions, and now we live in prosperity under their rule. And it's like, oh, is that all? And everybody's chill with that? Okay, as long as you say. But then again, when you've had thousands of years of antiquity, basically, then it's like you start to lose that history. It's like, oh, everything is fine. We do live under we do live in the best times that we've ever lived through. But that was only after. That's built on top of the backs of how many dead people, right, to get there. Why are the Gerudos in Ocarina of Time's timeline? Why are the Gerudo people outcasts and shunned? And it's like, I don't know, it's like, it'd be easy to think, well, it seems like they're a tribe of essentially like thieves and stuff, right? And malicious people. But then it's like, okay, well, but what came first though? Were they always thieves and malicious, or did they become thieves and become malicious after being outcast to the desert and completely separated from people? Granted, Ganondorf went to Hyrule at the beginning of Ocarina of Time in order to act as an ambassador. Well, I mean, under the guise of being an ambassador. So it's not like the people of Hyrule, the Hyrule royal family, was unwilling to meet with the Gerudo people and establish some sort of peace or some sort of treaty between the two kingdoms. But I don't know. I mean, that sort of Wind Waker Ganondorf, by the time Wind Waker rolls around, his speech about deserts, the deserts of his land, and the wind that would blow through, and the only thing it brought every single time is death. Him speaking, it's such a brief line. It's just such a, you could easily not think anything of it, right? But and yet that line to me, it feels like the words of a man who feels like he was dealt a bad hand in his life. Like his people were dealt a bad hand. And what did Ganondorf want to do? He wanted to rule Hyrule, sure, but he wanted to bring it back to begin with. Well, that was like the first thing he wanted to do. He could have killed Link and Tetra at any moment. Multiple times throughout the story, but he didn't. That wasn't his goal. That's not what he wanted. He was just trying to put the pieces back together in order to bring Hyrule back. And again, he was failed and he was drowned for it again. If the next game, if Tears of the Kingdom is Ganondorf again, I hope they do a lot with that. I hope they do some really interesting stuff with that, because this is a Ganondorf who has been a corpse, who is a walking corpse now. If that's the case, right? This is a Ganondorf who has been a walking corpse for centuries, not even just centuries, a millennia. What is that Ganondorf's perspective on things now? We know what his perspective was in Ocarina of Time. We know what his perspective was in the adult timeline, and what his perspective was in the child timeline. Two very different Ganondorfs. One who one who failed, but then rose again, won, and then failed, but lived through it. One who was properly executed. It's funny. Ganondorf in the child timeline, it's like he has less, he feels like all he wants to do is like bring ruin to the world almost. He just wants to, he goes right back to just wanting power, just wanting to control everything, right? He doesn't even mention his people. It's funny, it's like that Ganondorf is still, the child timeline Ganondorf almost feels like he lacks the introspection that Wind Waker Ganondorf has. And maybe it's because and it makes sense. It actually makes sense. Child Timeline Ganondorf did not succeed at any point. He only ever failed. So when he comes back in Twilight Princess, what does he want? He just wants to win. He just wants to claim Hyrule. That's still the only thing he wants. But Wind Waker Ganondorf, in the adult timeline, lost, was killed, sealed away, comes back, is about to win, loses again. And that's after he had won twice. And both times he had won, he failed. Like, the gods found a way to pull the rug out from under him. And so by the time you get to Wind Waker, he has that introspection, he has that lived experience, and he realizes, okay, this isn't working. All I want, and now Hyrule, the place that I wanted for my people, is not even here anymore. All I want is for it to simply come back. To start with. I just want it to come back. And then he fails again. And then, of course, it makes sense that he loses his mind at the end of Wind Waker. He loses his mind. And then he says, okay, I'm going to kill all of you. Not because it changes anything. I failed again. I'm going to kill all of you just because I need to now. Like, there needs to be blood now. Very, very interesting stuff. And then on the other side of the spectrum, you have Link. Link, who only ever seems to, even in his successes, he always loses something. He loses time. He loses friends. He loses family. He loses homes. He loses his loved ones. He just loses and loses. But then that key thing, the reason the Hylia chose the original Link, unbreakable spirit. Unbreakable spirit. It's like, and like Link's spirit, he can't not keep going. He can't not continue on no matter what. In Skyward Sword, he's literally told, you are being used by the person using him. He says, I selected you because of trick. I selected you, and I used your friend against you, and I took her body, and I turned her into this vessel because I knew if it was for her, you would do anything. And that is why this is happening to you. And then what happens to Link? What does he get for the end of all that? Because you think end of Skyward Sword. End of Skyward Sword seems pretty cut and dry. Right? He doesn't really lose that much time. He doesn't lose any friends. Doesn't lose his home. Gets a new home. Meets new people. Well, everything's pretty good. No. He's cursed. At the end of Skyward Sword, that Link is cursed. So that forever, for eternity, till the end of time endlessly, in a loop, him and his descendants will always be forced to fight against Demise's vessel. They will, and then because they're always forced to fight Demise's vessel, the goddess will always make another Link and ensure that there will always be another Link and another Zelda empowered by the goddess that have to rise to stop them. But then what do we see in Breath of the Wild? It's like the goddess Hylia is like gone from the world. We can go to these statues, but like compared to Skyward Sword, compared to the other games, the spirituality in this world is gone. It's like it's vanished. There are like these decrepit, overgrown statues that we can walk up to, and they give us minuscule power in exchange for lived and like lived strife. And compared to any of the other games where the gods are very active, they actively give us challenges, they actively... But what do we have in this game instead? Well, we have a princess who couldn't hear the voices, couldn't hear the spirit realm. And maybe, you know, maybe that's not her fault. Who could say? Maybe the line of Zelda's has just begun, the blood of the goddess has become too thin. Right? Maybe the bloodline is just starting to lose its connection to the spirits, and then if the Zelda bloodline loses all connection to the spirits and the goddess, then what is left for the world? Then all you have is a Ganon and a Link. And what can Link do by himself? Zelda's always the one who ties the bow on the end of every game's encounter. It's crazy. I know this is a weird random rambling, like 20-minute rambling in the middle of this, but I don't know. A lot of thoughts. That Major Link video, Hero's Purpose Episode 5, gave me a lot of thoughts. Got me thinking a lot of stuff today. I don't know. Some crazy stuff. And at the end, I mean, spoilers for the end of this game, but I mean, if you're watching this, you've played the game before, surely. But Zelda, again, seems to lose her power entirely. She no longer has that connection by the end of this game. So what does that mean for going into the next game? What will she have? What will she be able to do? In the face of, if it's Ganondorf again, you still need a Zelda with sealing power. But if she loses that at the end of this game, the DLC went out of its way to highlight the fact that... the fact that she did not seem to have a connection to the gods anymore. What does that mean for the next game? Is the next game going to be a Zelda game without gods to help you? No gods left? I mean, this game is a Zelda game after the Zelda game. This is a Zelda game after Link and Zelda's adventure across Hyrule, going to the 3 places to do the 3 things. The next game is a after story to an after story. What is beyond? What's underneath the Silver Lake? I don't know. It's crazy. It's too much to think about. I don't want to think about it anymore. It's too much. Okay, now that's all that's said and done. I'm picking this recording back up a day after we just recorded. It's fitting though, isn't it? This spot is just, I think, since we got here, has been in a torrential rain. I watched some Zelda. I'm just in a huge Zelda geek. What? Wait, what just happened to me? Am I inside of a rock? Did I just fall inside of a rock? Oh. Oh my gosh, I was. Oh my gosh. Oh, this rock doesn't have geometry on this one spot. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're getting off to a great start. Okay. You know what? A map this big and this detailed, you're bound to miss a couple spots. Just the way it is. Just the way it's gonna be, you know? That's so funny though. Zeltic is a great place if you really want if you really want people who are just dissecting and speculating over agonizingly so over every single detail of any Zelda thing ever. Which I, as somebody who's been thinking about Zelda games way too much recently, I can appreciate. I can get behind it, you know. I think sometimes it's fun to over speculate on things that when you don't really know for sure, because then that way, you know, it's fun because maybe you guessed right a couple times, or maybe you're completely surprised when the new game comes out, you know. I think that oh, those are green ones. Oh, I don't have pictures of those ones yet. I'll have to make sure I get one. Huh. I think that the interesting things that I saw in the most recent couple of Zeltic videos on YouTube was the speculation over Zelda's role. There's a lot of details, random details. Could just be throwaway promotional art related stuff, right? You never really know. A lot of promotional art ends up being nothing, you know? At the end of the day. Or it could be literally everything, you know? You really just don't know. I hear. Oh, it's a sparkly boy. I can barely see that in the light. Okay. Yeah, you can't really trust like promotional artwork and things like that as a fully reliable source of information as to what's coming next for a game. But that being said, hold on. Okay, so there's this guy. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna use a new trick. New trick that I learned: infinite freaking sprint. I have to make a claw to do this. This is so funny. This is great. That's like not that hard to do either. Is that cheating? Do you think that's cheating? What's the consensus on infinite sprinting? I mean, I have to like twist my hands around. I have to get my hands twisted to be able to do it. But I mean, it's kind of really fun though. I won't do it all the time, maybe. If I mix that in with some like normal movement stuff. There's a lot of little details like that in this game. I hope they had a lot more other like random crazy thing. Well, you know what's interesting about it is you don't hold down sprint, you tap it. For some reason, you specifically have to tap it, which makes me wonder like what systems are making it happen like that. Huh. Nice. But yeah, as far as like Zelda's role, there's a lot of reason to believe that Zelda will have a like main character role, if not even be either playable to some extent. What I took away from it though is because it shows her she has her own unique Sheikah slate in some promotional art. There's glimpses of her at moment, like in little tiny scenes that they show. But the kinds of scenes they are would lead you to believe that. What is this place? It doesn't have a name. Just a little like amphitheater. Stone structure that's completely dilapidated. Was there something here? Have I already been here before? I don't think I have. Well, no, because I haven't been this far into Akala yet. Huh. Strange. Oh, a new stable. Sick. Oh, a new stable and a shrine up there. We'll head that way. Don't do it. I don't want to do this, wolves. But you keep encroaching on my personal space. It's messed up. Oh, there it is. What I think would be cool is if Zelda ended up being a partner character, like a party member of sorts. And maybe she won't be the only one. Maybe all of the sort of disciples or descendants of the original champions that you meet in this game, maybe they all can show up. The new set of champions as partner characters. Because here's the thing, Katosa Og, Asparatus. I don't know how they're going to oh. I'm playing golf? I'm literally playing ancient golf. Is that it? Well, that's literally it, right? Yeah. What? Where's the chest for this one? Whoa, you can hear it swing. I mean, it is a massive mallet, I suppose. Yeah, where's the chest for this one? Oh, it's behind the. Guess where else would they put it? Maybe there's like another puzzle, a harder puzzle to do. Okay, yeah, there's gonna be another one. That's so funny. And there's the chest. Alright. Oh, no, other way. Oh, God, okay. Ooh, do I sink it? Sink into one? Sink into one? Wow. I kind of first tried it. Well, not really. I bumped them both the first time, which would count as a stroke. Which would give me a stroke. Yeah, but I think, like, kind of like how in Spirit Tracks, Zelda is a partner character of sorts. She's with you in some spirit form. One of Zeltic's theories, well, Zeltic and Co, because he had a friend with him. Their theory was that... Ooh, durability up, huh? That's pretty good. That's a pretty great weapon. It's better than this one. I'll keep my hammer. Durability up too? That's freaking great. I have a lot of elemental weapons, kind of crazy. Yeah. But yeah, it's like if Zelda was like a partner character like that, they theorize that she might actually die or be dead in some way, and maybe she stays with you as like a spirit, kind of like in Spirit Tracks. I think that would be interesting. I want her to be very present. Either I want her to be somebody you regularly go back to, or more ideally, I want her to go with you. And there's some... When describing the game, they described it... Now, here's the thing. This could totally be to mislead people leading up to the release of the game, right? But they described the adventure as a classic tale of good versus evil, where Link and Zelda journey across Hyrule to stop a new menacing force. That To me, that sounds like they'd both be present, but they could also be trying to. They've been keeping it very close to the chest. Another thing too that they've been saying from the developers of IG Enuma specifically has been saying since the beginning. Love is the answer.
Yeah.
You just lamenting, you just philosophizing, Beetle. Oh, I knew I'd see you again. I think that technically makes you my stalker.
Hey.
But seriously, I'm going to have to ask you to stop following me around. Who am I kidding? I love the attention. What are you looking for? What are you selling? Beetle, I'm like your biggest customer. I'm not following you around. You just show up everywhere. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to take all your stuff. But yeah, I want her... the most ideal scenario is that Zelda is with you in one way or another. I think that would be really cool. Like if she was like your... I didn't mean to... Oh, there we go. If she was like your like Navi-esque character, I think that would be cool, because you don't have a Navi in this game. Link is alone in this game. He's more alone than he's ever been in any of the games. You always have some sort of partner. What do I have in terms of gems? I'm gonna hang on to these for now. See, Beetle. The Dawn is East Akala Stable. If you have any ore, do not eat it. Instead, sell it at the stable. Though I guess a non-Goron wouldn't be tempted to eat it anyway. Weird. Would you be tempted to eat it? But Gorons also use this ore for stuff, right? Haas, hello? Oh, interesting. Got like a mix between the Hyrule Royal Guard and like a different sort of armor set for specifically the Akala region. That's cool. Been put on patrol lately. The name's Haas. Geez, it's gotten dangerous around here. It has. Yes. Recently, I've been hearing about a suspicious guy named Kilton. He owns a shop called Fang and Bone. They say he goes around pushing some sort of cart night after night. He's been making people around here uncomfortable with his suspicious and otherworldly activity. Do you know Kilton? I don't. I see. Well, if you see any suspicious people, please tell me what they look like in detail. Really, if you see this Kilton character, please tell me all the juicy details. I'm counting on you. Maybe Haas wants to meet Kilton for a different reason. Hello. What's wrong? The blue flame. Oh, sorry, I guess I was daydreaming. Life has been so dull since I got married into this family. I used to pass the time by staring at the lantern's blue flame. But the director at Akala Ancient Tech Lab hasn't lit the fire in so long. The lab? Up the hill? Yes, its director used to light lanterns with blue flame for his experiments. But he's getting up there in age now, so he can't make it out as often as he used to. Talking about the Akala Ancient Tech Lab right up this road, if you haven't been. They remodeled it from an old lighthouse, so it's easy to spot. Oh. Well, that's pretty nifty. I'm heading there right now. Oh, let me mark off the, I had to mark off that thing I just got. This is the shrine. I'm gonna mark some Korok seeds. Oh, again, spot them from orbit sometimes. That'd actually be what I used to look for to find like a couple of easy Korok seeds. I don't know how many I ended my original playthrough on. A decent amount, I'm sure.
Oh.
Hello. Hi, Nobo. Haven't seen you around here. Boy, you sure have strange taste. Looks like you're someone who has traveled willy-nilly all over the world. Who are you? Sorry, I haven't introduced myself. I'm Nobo. You know, Nobo, I already knew your name. I don't know how. I don't know how I just know people's names. I just do. I've traveled everywhere, but at the end of the day, I like Akala best. That's why I'm pretty familiar with stuff around here. Is this something you want to know? Do you know Hudson? Hudson. Who's that? He's a carpenter? I'm not quite sure. Been hearing changing and clanging and banging by like Akala. That's south of here. Why don't we go check it out? Farther areas from this? There's a lighthouse looking home north of here. No one was there when I last stopped by, though. Oh. What if Robbie's freaking dead? Oh gosh. Oh no, you do have a quest. Let's see, if you go west of the stable, there's a sacred place called the Spring of Power. Offer the sacred article to the Spring of Power. That's what the legend says. Maybe it was part of a ritual the Princess of Hyrule Castle used to perform. But I also completed that, right? That should instant complete. Yeah, okay. Oh, right, then we got another thing. Oh, I make that stuff all the time. It's easy, but I'll take a picture of the recipe. Only volume 4, wow. This is Tracy. I have a taste for the rumors of worlds long gone and worlds yet to come. Everyone gossiping in the present world. Here's my favorite bit of the latest news. Treasures of the falling star. The star spread out in the sky like a tapestry. Across that expanse, you see one streak of light, a shooting star. And I've heard that there was a treasure waiting where these stars have landed. Next time you see one, why not track it down, see where it lands? Only 4 out of 5 stars? Dang, Tracy. You're really skimping out this time. Okay, well, considering 2 Korok seeds this way involve freaking jumping off into the ocean water, I guess I'll tackle these ones first. My justification for this is I'm just running around, right? Like, oh, there's a missing spot right here. I was about to say, I'm like, it looks like this one's already completed. Dude, I don't know why you do this, man. And there. Oh, do all the Koroks in this region have like autumn colors too? That'd be kind of funny if they did. Okay, now there's a single Korok seed all the way down here. I don't know if there's anything else around here. Oh. Where's the other one of you? Oh, I see. So it looks like stairs leading up. Do I need to take it to this one? Or do I need to... Aha, yeah. There we go. When I saw it, the corners of it poking through the water, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to actually be able to spot this. Is there anything else down here? Well, I suppose there's some rocks. And some Lizalfos. A single fish. Got him. Fish are a little harder to come by, so I try to grab them when I can. Whoops. Here we go. Oh, I think the craziest theory I've heard so far is that everything they're going to reveal, the entire Zelda timeline loops back around into itself. So the goddess Hylia got reincarnated into Zelda, and then Zelda is going to reincarnate into the goddess Hylia in the next game. That would be kind of wild. That'd be kind of crazy to see. I hope there is some like crazy reveals about the cycles of these games. But who knows? Dang, is it storming again? Whoa, it's storming when you're down here. Right by the ocean. Jeez, it is a ooh. It is actually pretty freaking frightening. Oh, you know what? Don't want to get shocked. Okay, get me back up. Then I'll go grab the other two, and then I'll make my way back up to where Robbie is. Now that we actually for sure know he's up on this hill. Oh, it's 8 p.m. Do I have night speed? Doesn't seem like I have night speed yet. What is considered nighttime? Oh, oh, what? Oh, my bow. The only okay. Yeah, I'll use Force Dweller. I like to use the Phrenic bow for very specific reasons, so. Oh, it's another one of these. Two. Where's three? Oh, crud. Holy crud. That was close. Three, 4, 5. There we go. Thanks, buddy. Tweaky. Why do they even let you talk to them again? I didn't kill you? Oh, crud. I was picking up like a 15 different things from that one. I thought they were all coming from the one pig. Oh, that's funny. This isn't a bad little spot for zap shrooms, but it's not the kind of abundance I want. Because you do, here's the thing, right? You only have a limited amount. We've already used 45 of these. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit more sparingly, use them a lot more sparingly from now on. Make sure that whatever I'm marking, there's actually like a true abundance of. There's a cork around. Oh. Is that? Oh, just a tree. Tree. Oh. Didn't even notice. Crud, well, it's raining. I can... Hold on. All is not lost. I'll try to get a cork leaf. Cork leaf, please. Wait, what? Oh, I thought you needed fire. Oh, I thought you needed to blow the leaves. You could just hit it with anything? I mean, I guess. Jeez. This is fine. Holy crap. Alright, everybody, let's all chill out, yeah? We can all be calm. We can be cool about this. I will get a horse out. I think I'm gonna get a Epona out. Haven't ridden a Epona in a little bit. I don't remember how many horses. I don't remember how many horses you can have boarded up at once. Whoa. Sorry, sorry, opponent. I thought that they, the horses seem to sort of stick to roads. Automatically, yeah, see? Kind of just follow along roads, which is kind of interesting. Guess that can be useful if you're just trying to, that guy's not actually gonna shoot me, is he? You know... Okay, hey, Robbie! What the heck? Oh. Robbie? Robbie, are you alive? He just drew. Oh, yeah, he's got the frog. He has glasses on it. It's... Ah! Hey, you! What are you doing here? Robbie, you're so small! Why do... What is that? That's like a big thing in media of like, oh yeah, when you get old, you become very small. Even though Robbie in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity was like... Just like, he was at least like 5 foot. At least. That's funny though. Robbie? Are you the one called Link? Yeah? That's too bad. If you were the legendary Link, there'd be something important I need to tell you. How can I determine with full certainty whether or not you are the true hero? Yes, how indeed? Yes, if you can show me the wounds your body suffered 100 years ago, that should prove that you're truly Link. I mean, are we really doing this here? I mean, if you want. Yes, the number of scars on your body, just so I remember. Most of them seem to have healed, but they do line up with the scars I know you got during the Great Calamity 100 years ago. Yes, I acknowledge you as the real Link, so let us begin. I am the lead Guardian researcher and director of the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. Still got the youthful spirit. Bless freaking Robbie and I keep wanting to say Prussia. It's not Prussia. Prima? Prima. I think Prima. I really am impressed that you made it all the way out here. Out to this rather remote location. Did you perchance meet Pura? I was wrong on both times. Jeez. Pura. Borrow her power? I met a child. Who's Pura? Link. Pure? A child? What? She really has a kid? Or do you mean Pure aged backward? And she is now a child. Pure got younger. Are you certain? Well, she's so crazy. She's as crazy as ever. Okie dokie. Knowing her, I'm guessing she screwed up some experiment. Yes, typical. Jeez, really? Let us return to the subject at hand. Did you know that the Calamity is regaining its power? I know. I see. Then I don't need to tell you my story. Tell me. Yes, I see. In that case. The goal of our Sheikah Research Lab is simple, really. We aim to destroy Calamity that has endured across time. To rid Hyrule of its dark influence, and above all to rescue Princess Zelda, who is now a prisoner of the Calamity. Never mind all the champion souls who are also prisoners to the Calamity. We have worked ourselves to the bone conducting our research. For a time, I feared I'd pass before we could prevail. However, you, Link, managed to awaken before this old sack of flesh gave out. That means the time is now. Yes. Now is the time to join forces with us Sheikah, yes? I'm surprised of all the times to not give you an option. Let's do it. Yes, that is correct. You and I are going to join forces, put an end to Calamity. On that note, sorry for the preamble, but I'd like to provide you with some ancient soldier gear. Did you catch all that? Cherry, the ancient oven, creates ancient soldier gear, but I fear she's out of sorts at the moment. I'm afraid someone will have to bring the blue flame from the ancient furnace again. Oh, to the ancient furnace again. And who are you? Jaren. Dang, ma'am, you got a pointy chin. You could cut freaking glass on that thing. I'm not going to sleep yet. I'm powering through. And check it out. How was that? I figured I'd give an impression of Atino Tech Labs director Pura a shot. Maybe it was a bit much for the first time meeting you. Not at all. Link, I'm really glad you're such a friendly guy. So what do you need from me? Who are you? I'm Jaren.
Hey.
Check it out. I'm an amateur I wonder if she would keep doing that pose if I said it was too much. To be honest, I've been focusing. I like how Robbie's assistant is a lot more like chill than Pura's assistant was. Pura's assistant seemed pretty like typical stereotypical scholar man. I've been focusing a lot of my research on shrines. That reminds me, Link, there's somewhere you need to go. The left eye of Skull Lake. I know there's a shrine there, but it's a challenge to get to it. Left eye of Skull Lake is higher up. The right one is lower down. If you wanted to Kilton, you're on the wrong eye. Good to know. So Robbie's lost like 4 feet, at least. Robbie is one of the researchers of ancient civilizations. He was studying Guardians at Hyrule Castle 100 years ago. Oh, Robbie. We're half a century apart age-wise, but we never let that get in the way. He and I are married. Oh. Dang, Robbie, you're kind of a freaking cradle snatcher, don't you think? Well, I don't know. Jaren looks like she's probably in her... I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna say 30s. I feel like that's being generous, but good heavens, Robbie. Yes, indeed. Together we run the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. We've got a son as well. Have you got any other questions? Oh yeah, who's your son? That's right, I got one son. His name is Grante. Have you seen him on your travels? I haven't seen him. Not that I remember. Really? Well, if you see him, be nice to him, okay? I will. Robbie, you two are married? Cherry, not Cherry. It's Jaren, isn't it? Oh, Cherry's this thing. Whoops, my bad. Isn't she adorable? My first love, she shares the name of my first love, you see? My wife isn't as crazy about her as I am. She shares the name of your first love. Yeah, I can see that not going over super well. When I call her Cherry, my wife gets angry and throws things. That's why I call her Ancient Oven now. Glad you two seem to be getting along just fine. Oh yeah, you know what? Doink. Hey, chill out. I'm not gonna take you out, Robbie. Come on now. Oh, you know what I am gonna do, Robbie? I'm gonna put my shirt back on. I think if you don't mind. Move so fast with this stuff on, jeez. Robbie's memos. Yeah. We start from the beginning. It was 100 years ago. Calamity had already swallowed Princess Zelda. Dr. Pure and I had already taken Link to the Shrine of Resurrection and left him to recover. Dr. Pure and I departed for Kakariko Village, where we left Lady Impa. All three of us couldn't stay together, of course. We couldn't risk Calamity again and getting all of us in one strike. If that happened... you know, really quick, I want to break this up. I realized why characters are always saying, oh, so... Like, why they always give the option to say, I don't know anything that's going on. Because there is no guarantee that I went to Impa or Pura before I came here. You can go anywhere once you leave the Great Plateau, you can go anywhere you want. In fact, I'm pretty sure if you were if you tricked it out enough, you could probably get off the Great Plateau without even doing any of the King Roam, like, tutorial stuff. So... I like how they put ample opportunity for you to be told, like, hey, here is, like, the main objective of the game, if you want to pursue it. If that happened, there'd be no one left to deliver Princess Zelda's message to Link when he recovered and woke up. We had to ensure that at least one of us would be able to talk to him. So Dr. Pura and I set to survive as long as we could. We were lucky. We found large amounts of ancient energy in the Cluta and Akala regions. We could continue our research. Just as we had in Hyrule Castle, we could again set ourselves to find some way to seal Calamity Ganon away. We decided who would go, and in the only way that's fair, rock, paper, scissors. I set up for Akala soon after. I was all set to go to Akala, but first I decided to go with Dr. Pura to the ancient energy source in Nakluda. Actually, that implies I had any choice. Dr. Pura laid on a pretty heavy guilt trip when I suggested her going alone. In a world as dangerous as ours, you seriously asking me to travel alone? She's so darn pushy. Anyway, Dr. Pura promised Lady Impa that they'd meet again someday. Then she set out for Kakariko Village. But not before loading a cart with the guidance stone Dr. Pura had been using at Hyrule Castle. How did you load a cart with that thing? We traveled for some time. South of the Pillars of Levia, across Lake Ciela, and through Blatchery Plain. Then we came upon Fort Tatino. Link had battled an army of guardians there, and it was where he had been defeated. Oh. Interesting. Well, so there was a memory at the Spring of Power. We did there is another memory of Link's defeat. But I think you get that one last. But this is interesting to find out. Link had battled an army of guardians there, and it was where he'd been defeated. So Link was blowing through guardians when the Calamity struck. That's really intense. A master swordsman such as Link, who'd been pressed King Roam enough to be made Princess Zelda's personal knight. Well, even someone like that has their limits. I'm sorry, Link. I spent so much of my life researching the Guardians. Even with all my knowledge, I wasn't able to give you the weapons or power you needed to succeed. Those were my thoughts as I looked upon the broken husks of the Guardians strewn around Fort Tatino. Had no means to fight them, and yet he fought them anyways. Gosh dang it, this Link is too good. I mean, Link is always good. Link is like a freaking animal of a guy. It's so sick. Lost in thoughts, I didn't notice that Dr. Pure had slipped away. I knew Hateno Village wasn't much farther along the road, that the Calamity had barely touched that area. So I felt safe letting her continue on her own. We parted ways without even saying goodbye, I suppose. Oh. It's Stirring myself back to action, I set out on my own journey, back toward Kakariko Village. With Dr. Pura escorted safely to Hateno Village, it was time for me to head to my new home in Ikala. Wait, so she pressured you into escorting her there, and you don't even say, she doesn't even say goodbye to you? That's kind of sad. I returned to Kakariko Village to collect the remaining guidance stone. Then I immediately set out for Ikala. I made my way through the Lanayru wetlands and headed toward Tonio Trail. I knew that once I had crossed Ikala Span, I would officially be in Ikala. The autumn leaves brought such joy to my spirit as I crossed Shadow Pass, then headed north toward Odorak Quarry. Ikala is known for its long stretches of nothing. I'd set out hoping that would still be the case. I was attacked by a guardian here, and there as I went, but remember, I'd spent my life studying them. Dispatching them individually was no challenge at all. Dang, Robbie, really? That's hardcore, okay. In time, I reached the lighthouse in Ikala. What a perfect place to keep an eye on the monsters out there. You know what? I mean, no wonder this link is good. This link is good for the same reasons the main character in Princess Mononoke is super cool. The main character not being Princess Mononoke, of course, being the dude. Can't remember his name, but gosh dang, he's super sick. But I mean, that it's no secret, obviously, that this game, maybe just like Zelda games in general, are inspired heavily off of Ghibli movies. And Princess Mononoke seems like the next one's going to be inspired by Laputa Castle in the Sky a lot, which that's my favorite one out of all of them. That's my absolute favorite one. I don't think it's the best one from like an objective quality perspective, but it's my personal favorite. It does everything right in my book. But yeah, Link's got some vibes of well, the robots. Obviously, the Guardians look a lot like the robots in Castle in the Sky. Link, the imagery of Link looking wild, riding a horseback, shooting arrows at giant beasts. That's very Princess Mononoke. There's a lot of Ghibli DNA, I feel, in this game in particular. And so began my life of solitary research. I knew I had to continue to research the ancient soldier gear for Link. He could wake at any time. I quickly settled on a routine. First, I would carry the blue flame from Tumlia Heights. Next, I would melt the ancient materials, refine the result, then shape it into ancient soldier gear. It's difficult to say how much progress I made on my research. The routine demanded so much focus day after day. But then I had a clever thought. I realized I could automate the entire refinement process. It took some significant work, but I was able to successfully remodel the guidance stone. Thanks to my effort, it can refine any ancient material inserted into it and offer something in return. I named the machine Cherry, after the first girl I ever loved. My research didn't end with the creation of Cherry, not at all. I realized that if she was able to refine the ancient materials, there was no reason she couldn't also manufacture ancient soldier gear too. Anyone could make ancient equipment. I also decided then I wanted to be able to give her a voice so she could speak. I was filled with ambition then, but it was no easy task to make my dreams a reality. Automating the manufacturing process was extremely difficult. It took me decades to figure it out. I'll spare you the details of all the things that went wrong, but I will say it was complex enough that I had to put my desires to remodel Cherry on the back burner for a while. Days and months came and went. Before I even realized it, I'd reached the ripe age of 90. I would have been lost in my work even then, but around that time a young woman named Jaren arrived. She'd first trained with Dr. Pura, then Lady Impa sent her to aid me. She quickly proved herself quite capable. She carried the blue flame from Tumlia Heights and even reworked and improved my designs for Cherry. The very fact that she had trekked all the way from Kakariko Village alone proved she was no ordinary girl. Her intellect, her spirit. In hindsight, is it any surprise that we eventually ended up married? Well, it is kind of nice. The age gap is... Didn't she say he has like a century on her? Like, that's crazy, dude. Thanks to Jared's redesign, Cherry was soon crafting ancient soldier gear perfectly and speaking beautifully. She spoke better than any machine I'd ever heard. It would have been hard to tell she wasn't a native Hylian. If I said good morning, she'd respond with a sweet good morning, Robbie. And she was helpful. Cherry, where'd I leave my book? It's on the third... It's the third book from the right on the second shelf, Robbie. She also knew to ask if she needed something. Robbie, could you increase the furnace heat a little? I'd always go personally to fetch more blue flame from Tumlia Heights. I didn't realize our interactions hurt someone. That someone was Jaren. Perhaps it was due to her namesake, but my exchanges with Cherry hurt Jaren. Despite the fact that she knew Cherry was only a machine, she still felt uneasy with my interactions with her. She was in tears when she told me. She knew it made little sense, and yet she couldn't help how she felt. Yeah, sometimes you feel how you feel. I can understand where her feelings are coming from in this regard, though, I think. I was devastated. I hadn't even realized the pain I was causing. Although Jaren had designed Cherry, she was now being hurt by her own creation. We agreed to restore Cherry to her original mechanical way of speaking. I took it upon myself to make the changes. From then on, I was careful not to refer to her as Cherry. Doing so would anger my wife. Instead, I called her Ancient Oven. Sometime later, Jaren gave birth to a baby boy, a beautiful young one, who bore all the features of his mother. We decided to name him Grante. And together we passed the time as a happy family in Akala Ancient Tech Lab. It was unfortunately only a temporary piece. Princess Zelda did her best to contain Calamity Cannon. Around the time Grante turned 3, a letter from Dr. Pure arrived. It was a shock to receive it. The last time she'd written it, it was to talk with an assistant from Kakarko Village, whom she felt was useless. Oh, jeez. Wait, you mean the guy that we actually know from her, who's her assistant now? That's kind of mean. Pure, come on now. She was writing now to let me know she'd completed research on powering up the runes, like stasis. Hearing this, it reinvigorated my interest in researching ancient soldier gear. Grante grew fast. It wasn't long before he towered over me. He loved to carry blue flame from Tumlia Heights, calling it a chance to train his body. I could see the curiosity in his eyes, and so I encouraged him to travel the world and see as much as he could. He'd always been independent, but I was still surprised when the very day I told him to travel, he left. Writing about Grante's training reminds me. A few days before he left, I thought it might be a good idea to have Grante study with Dr. Pure. I wrote to her to ask her what she thought of an idea. She sent a letter that simply said, "Don't send anyone here." I wonder what happened to her to make her say such a thing. That was when she turned herself into a kid. She doesn't want to be seen by anybody now. Dang, that was quite the mouthful of stuff. Oh, Jaren's just sleeping out there in the open? Well, I guess this is oh, the house is just straight up open at the top. Jeez. Okay. Jeepers. My mouth be dry. I know there's a Korok seed up here. The only question is where? Are there anybody from other lands outside of Hyrule? Oh, here we go. I just was imagining, the mention of the lighthouse made me think of ships, and thinking about ships made me think, well, surely there are other people could just stumble upon this land, kind of like how people stumbled upon the lands in Elden Ring, right? Oh. Oh. Oh, right, we need to remember, underneath of this, there's supposed to be a treasure, one of the special treasures, like the DLC ones. Okay, now, where is Tumlia Hill? Julia Heights. Alright. So we know where we're going. First things first. I'll eat your brains. No, I'm just kidding. There is a clock seed right here. Alright, so I'm going to do something right quick. Actually, am I? Nah, we're almost nearing the end of all this, so I'm actually just going to continue on for now. I was going to do, since I'm recording this on a separate day than the first part of this video, I was going to, Cool. Wait, how do you have bows? I mean, why do you have arrows? There we go. Jeepers. Right here? I knew it. I think the last thing we'll do for this episode is relight the lantern, I think. I think that sounds like a good plan. So wait, so then all of those destroyed machines over at Fort Akala, all of those machines were from Link destroying them? That's freaking crazy if that's true. Oh man, there's lanterns all across down here. Look at all the torches there are. Ow. Ow. Okay, Whew. Not bad, not bad. Oh, the sounds those make are so awful. Okay, hold on. There's a... You say Korok seed? That's, well, that starts over here. Oh, crud. Where is it? Where does it go to? Okay, it's moving pretty slow. Oh, crud. I don't think this is gonna work. Oh, it did work. I had just enough. Honestly, I feel pretty good about that. I think that was pretty neat. I think I'm pretty cool for that one, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I'll pat myself on the back for that. Okay, let's take out the monsters over here just in case we have to cross by this way. And also, fighting monsters be fun. Good to see. Oh no, this isn't. No, this one's going to still have more armor than this. I was gonna say soldier's armor. The only thing it has is the fact that it has high defense, right? Ow. You dirtbag. Alright. Alright. That's it. The white ones are the worst. That's okay to say, right? We all agree that's fine to say, right? The white ones suck. They suck more than all the other ones. Oi! Why did I... I want to zap you. Good. Good, 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 good. Get some crit on that. Okay. I took his weapon. Huh. Sheesh. Look, I appreciate that they drop gems, though. Don't get me wrong. Do I need a Boko shield? Probably better than this one. It's got, like... a durability buff? Sure. This, look at what a freak I am. I'm carrying around, like, bone and wood armor. Got a camel helmet on my head. Quick shot. Interesting. Yeah, I'll take that. Who's marching over this way? Hold on, I have... Oh, I don't have pictures of blue moblins? Really? I'm surprised. Oh, no, because I fought black ones, but blue ones are different? Maybe? Oh. Missed him completely. Don't do it. Shouldn't have done it. I should not have done it either. I mean, when you can just do that, right? Like, why make a bigger deal out of it than it is, than it needs to be? It's just like, it's just the cleanest gameplay you can get, you know? It's not true, that's not true at all. I've seen people like maximize damage output and like make it look flashy too. They never get hit. Where they never get hit. They freaking unload on people. Attack boost, 19 damage. Yeah, I think clearing out these guys first would make it easier. It's just less cumbersome. Watch, a blood moon's gonna rise or something now. I just need normal damage. Some good old-fashioned damage. Nice. Should I keep going? Maybe I'll keep going. So they used to make this trek all the time with this many monsters around? Well, no, the monsters have just started coming back recently, huh? Things probably this little trek back up the hill probably wasn't nearly this bad originally. Okay, that looks good though. I think that's probably like the main stuff there was to do. Okay, so I'm gonna head back to where up the hill towards the furnace. I'll see you in a moment. I was doing the horse whistle, but I forgot my horse is actually close enough that he might actually try to get down here over to us. Epona, don't do it. Holy crud, how'd I do that? I've never dodged one of their attacks like that. Holy crud. Don't mind if I do. Is Epona actually trying to... No, Epona. Epona, stop. Can I tell Epona to quit? I don't think I can. Oh well, Epona's gonna meet us halfway then, I guess. Yeah, no wonder they don't make this trek anymore. Robbie and Jaren. Kind of cute though. It's really sad that Jaren was like genuinely hurt by the way Robbie would talk to Cherry. Although I get it. I understand. Where's the next? Well, there's a sconce. Should be another sconce outside of that one, right? No, that is the next sconce. So this one's a little bit more Epona? Epona, where are you? Epona, no! No, Epona, you don't gotta you don't gotta do a vertical climb, Epona. Just chill out. It's fine. Are you doing it? Are you getting up here? No way! How come you don't let me... Holy crud, Epona. Okay. Jeez. That's some dedication right there. How come you don't let me ride you like that? I mean down hills, right? Like in... Nothing sounds right when I say it. Okay, Pony, you can just chill. You don't gotta... Well, I guess you can just tail behind me. Do torches ever burn out? I'm just not sure. Oh crud, it just started raining? Oh jeez, huh? Oh. No. No, we don't gotta... Oh, my force roller bow. Okay, well, even though my armor is clearly made of metal, guess it doesn't count. Is there cover anywhere? So I can make a fire and sit this out? Oh, well there's this, maybe. Maybe I can find a dry spot. Oh, what about this? Is this dry? Well, the water's kind of at an angle. This does not look particularly dry, but I'll give it a shot and see. No, that's not gonna work. What if I go? Let me in. Let me in. Dang. There's no cover anywhere over here. Well, I guess I'll just wait out the storm. One sec. Okay, it's nighttime now too, which does put me at a slight advantage. It's this way, right? Or is it the opposite way? I think it's the opposite way. Whoops. I also killed some more monsters while I was waiting for the, when I was waiting for the night to come. Or just the rain to pass in general, to be honest. Let's go a little faster though. Let's go a little better. This is unlocking a memory in my mind. Mayhaps I did this using the speed boost on the Sheikah armor once before? It's possible. But now we gotta deal with freaking skeletons. Man, there's gonna be wolves out here now too. Well, why can't I get a blue fireplace? Come on now. I'm lighting on fire. Forgot if you just like put your face to a torch, you just start lighting on fire. The beetle flew away. Gosh dang it, keys. I just wanted to catch the beetle. Is that too much to ask? What are torches typically actually made out of? Like, are they made from... Usually sticks, bound with some sort of rag that presumably is dampened in something, but like, as far as like how long a torch can burn, how do you manufacture a torch that burns longer than other ones? I would wonder. How does this work? Do I need to go over there? Maybe? I wonder why the fireflies don't fly away like the other bugs do. This isn't a bad little romp, though. Oh, that. Let's just catch everything on fire, jeez. I do like the updraft mechanic of, like, setting fire to grass and stuff will create an updraft. I think it's kind of cool. Oh, maybe the fireflies aren't running away right now because recently when I've been trying to catch them, I've been wearing the Sheikah armor. And the Sheikah armor is just, like, boosting me right now. Oh, yep. We'd have to go a roundabout way. Interesting. Gotcha, bud. Sorry, I know another beetle who would want to see you real badly. Don't have to... Well, it's pretty far away. I'm assuming the torch doesn't run out of durability, maybe, but I'm assuming it does blow out eventually, right? Like it must. What am I looking at up here? Oh, it's a freaking moblin with his mouth hanging open. I was like, I have no idea what I'm looking at. Sorry, buddy. Sorry, pal. You're still shooting stuff at me? Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, I can walk right up to bugs with this stuff on at like full speed. So I think going this way takes you back to the stable, which I will do in the next video after. That guy has no idea what just happened. Like a shinobi. I am the knight. To be accurate, shinobi? I mean, the way these terms are implemented in video games are probably completely butchered over time. Dang, there were a million more moblins up on this ledge. What the heck? Wolf, after all of that, have you been are you still trying to kill me? Hello? Oh, it's raining. I was like, why is my torch not lighting? It's raining right now. Okay, I'll wait out the rain again. I'll see you in a bit. I have managed to light a campfire inside of a tiny little sliver of mountain. Is it still raining? Dude, come on, man. Rain, man, go away. Come again another day, except don't. Because you keep getting in my way. There we go. Maybe it just rains every morning? I don't know. I just don't know. Autumn trees making me... Mix of green and autumn trees is making me feel like, No. No, hold... Screw you, man. Didn't have to be this way, dude. Did your son... How do you know your son didn't get, like, blown up by laser beams? Like, right when he was trying to leave. Oh, I didn't actually get a good look at this place from this distance. This is pretty good. Oh, he's got one of the Guardians hooked up to a crane on the other side. I like how the lighthouse head is just sitting down. Hallelujah. Okay, Robbie. You, Link, listen up. My darling Sherry is back to normal. Such is the power of love. My love made Sherry well again. The furnace is lit. Oh, well, thank you. Yes, quite. Now then, please take this as a gift of my gratitude now that Cherry is fixed. Dude, you gotta stop saying that word around here. You know you're not supposed to say that word around here. They are made using secret Shiga technology. With the addition of my upgrades, they have morphed into anti-calamity weapons, so to speak. Needless to say, they are an incredibly powerful type of ancient soldier gear. I like to call them ancient arrows. I didn't realize he has like a lantern on his back. Well, a lantern-like object on his back. In addition to ancient arrows, Sherry can make all kinds of ancient soldier gear. If you're looking to acquire some... give you ancient materials and rupees to Cherry. Rupees? Did you hear that? Ah, forgive me, Link. Ever since the fall of Hyrule Castle, we haven't had much in the way of funds for our research. That's why I thought you might be willing to help us out with rupees. Lots of them. I beg of you. Let's do it then, The two of us, as soon as possible, yes? Yeah? Conquer the Calamity.
Yeah.
Good day. So what do you need from me? Oh no, sorry. Hey, hey! Familiar name missing. Hey, hey. It's up materials and rupees. Oh, so did it used to have the voice of a person? But now it talks like a robot? Yes, so Robbie is where we can get some really... So first off, we can get ancient arrows. For fairly cheap. In the grand scheme of things. Compared to just finding one every so often. They're pretty cheap. And then we can also just get like the best ancient gear in the whole game. I mean like 40, 70, 55 on a great 30 for a spear? Come on, man. But what we're going to be looking at right now, because this stuff is forever. This stuff, these other things will break, but this is forever. They have specifically Guardian resistance. Thank you kindly. Oh, it hurts. My feelings. And it specifically blocks us. I don't think it means... It might mean Guardian weaponry. It might mean like the blades and stuff as well. But I think specifically it means it's good for damage resistance against the beam attacks. Thank you kindly. Is there... do we have a slot for anything else? I don't think we do. Oh. Well, actually. Ugh. Should we get a fancy... Should we get a literal chainsaw? We can't get a chainsaw. Oh, that armor took all of our cores. Shield takes an ancient core? A giant ancient core? Jeepers. You know what, I'll get... a bundle of 10 ancient arrows. For a rainy day. Because they're not just good for Guardians. They one-shot Guardians, but they also do 1,000,000 damage to everything else. All that's left is for you to destroy Calamity. By the way, did you need something from me? What's a Guardian? Guardian self-guided weapons built to fight Calamity Ganon, developed by our Sheikah ancestors. For many years, the Guardians were kept below Hyrule Castle. However, when the Calamity struck, they were stolen away. I've been researching ways to take them back. Interesting. That'd be something special if you can manage that, Robbie. And with that, we are going to call it for this episode. I mean, hey, we made it like deep all the way through Akala. Now, and we met everybody. We met 2 of the 3 people that we have talked about getting to. We found this ancient spring. We found another great fairy fountain. We have access to more Guardian weaponry, more ancient technology now that we can go and replenish whenever we want, which means we technically have an infinite source of weaponry, although it is going to take a lot of money and a lot of resources. Yeah?
Okay, DoorDash keeps saying your Dasher is completing another order, but will be with your order soon. But it's been saying that for a long time.
Oh.
His little card on the map, it shows his car ain't even moving. So, it was always Charlie's, you know? So I don't know. I mean, obviously we'll give him some more time, but it's just, I don't know. I hate when they do this. Like, why would you take 2 different orders? That's stupid.
That's something they're allowed to do that.
Yeah, but remember that one guy that came and he couldn't get our orders right because he had like 2 or 3 in there?
Yeah.
And we got somebody else's hamburgers or whatever?
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I don't even know what we ordered that night, but it was not good. I
Yeah.
just gotta keep you posted.
Thanks, Mom. Okay, next time we're going to be making our way over here to hopefully go find that Kilton character everybody's talking about. I think first, though, the first thing we're going to do next time is tackle this place. Which looks like a nightmare, but we'll see. Well, first we need to go underneath it to get something, and then we'll tackle the top of it. Until then, though, if you enjoyed this, leave a comment. Hit thumbs up, thumbs down. Subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified of more things in the future. Uploads just about daily. Uploads are pretty much whatever I feel like doing at any given moment. Look forward to future videos, future streams, future projects, all that kind of good, fun stuff. Until then, though, I will see you later. Don't forget, always be kind. Don't be afraid to change your mind. Till next time.